if I'm not mistaken, during our draft coverage and combine coverage of the last couple of years, you were on JSN, right? From jump, you liked him from beginning. Yep. You're like, this kid he's
spectacular. He's dominant. Really a good kid that primarily played in the slot. One of the biggest questions coming out of college was his speed. Right. But speed and measurables is what scouts and general managers, head coaches, they love to know all of those things. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, what you can't do, none of the measurables kind of tell what's inside of a young man or not. Mm-hmm. Right? And so just watching him play at Ohio State, remarkable. No one saw when the Mike McDonald came on and they let go of Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
They trade him away.
That it was because they had to let JSN eat the way he's eating. That was not on the bingo card. Mm-hmm. No one knew that.
Right.
If they did, those teams would have drafted him instead of allowing him to fall to the Seattle Seahawks.
Right. And so how effective do you think he can be in Super Bowl 60? Just like any other game that we've seen from this? He needs 35 yards to get 2,000 on the season to be the first one of his age to ever have a season like that, including the playoffs.
Well, Clint Kubiak has done an exceptional job getting him lined up in all different positions. He lines up all over the field.
Right.
So, obviously, everybody's talking about Christian Gonzalez in that matchup. But Carlton Davis has been a guy who really has shown out. 16 targets, 8 receptions, 66 yards.
Yes.
Passer rating, sub 22% when targeted. So, I think the New England Patriots will have a game plan for JSN. They have to.
Yes.
It's important because he's so dominant. But that also leaves a lot of room for his castmates to be able to show up, starting at the bottom with Jake Bobo. Mm-hmm. Jake hasn't had a lot of first downs or a lot of contributed, but the way, the intentionality and the intensity he runs his routes, he makes himself a legitimate target. And if you let him slip through the cracks, he will make a play that you are not banking on.
And then there's a former MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp.
With Cooper Kupp, who's a savvy veteran who figures out all the little different things he's doing. He's more primarily in the intermediate game.
Yeah.
JSN is more in the 0 to 9 yards. That's where he kind of does his work, 8.6 average depth to target.
Right.
And then Rashid Shaheed, he's doing a great job. He's more of he's kind of in the intermediate too. So they attack you offensively with a condensed formation, a lot of speed, within the first 10 yards. So that means that you got to be on your P's and Q's, right?
Now, do you like being a returner and receiver because it gives you more chances to affect a game, or it's a little bit more difficult?
It depends on the real answer is if you got some good blockers, it's great. Right? If you got a guy that's that you catching a punt return or a kickoff return and he isn't blocking this guy and your body is receiving the brunt of that, you got to kind of pick your poison.
But Seattle clearly is a team that, we see Rashid Shaheed has been one of the better deadline player pickups we've seen in recent memory.
Well, because Clint was in New Orleans.
Right.
So he's very aware of what Shaheed is in this offense and what he needs, especially with Horton, Torrey Horton going down with from Colorado State, who's a speeds guy. Right. So they know exactly which guy in the offense and what their responsibilities are. And the question of the day for New England is, will they be able to stop Shaheed? And if they do, well, what does that mean? Does JSN go off? If they slow down JSN, does Shaheed go off? Or is Cooper Kupp going to, he slips through the cracks and catches some passes. So they bring a lot of problems to the opposing defense. But you go on New England, and they do the exact same thing.
Right.
They're problematic offensively as well.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.